Hello students, welcome to you in our online class. So we are starting our new topic from chemistry. Halogen derivatives. Halogen derivatives. Let us recall your knowledge, previous knowledge. So identify the functional group in the following compounds. So we are chlorine, fluorine, these chlorines, these are functional groups, and all these chlorines. So these are the functional groups. So here these functional groups are present either in aromatic compounds or aliphatic compounds. That means in hydrocarbons. So here we can see about the definition of halogen derivatives. Let us see what is the definition. The parent family of organic compound is hydrocarbon. Now in these hydrocarbons, either aliphatic or aromatic hydrocarbons, replacement of hydrogen atom or atoms in these groups by same number of halogen atom or atoms gives in the formation of halogen derivatives of hydrocarbon. Now in this chapter we will study halogen derivatives in systematic way. So after getting the definition of halogen derivatives, so here classification of halogen derivatives. Halogen derivatives of hydrocarbons are classified in two ways. So first, on the basis of hydrocarbon skeleton to which halogen atom is bonded. That is haloalkanes, haloalkenes, haloalkynes, and haloarenes. Means to which hydrocarbon skeleton that halogen is present. Depending on that, they are classified as haloalkanes, haloalkenes, haloalkynes, or haloarenes. Okay. Now here haloalkanes. So this is ethane, and in this ethane, one of the hydrogen is replaced by X. So X may be chlorine, bromine, iodine, or fluorine, any halogen. So this is haloalkane, derived from alkane. This is alkane. Second example, carbon-carbon double bond means it is alkene. It is alkene, and in this alkene, particular ethene, in this ethene, one hydrogen is replaced by one halogen. So this is haloalkene. Same same way, it is alkyne, that is acetylene. One hydrogen is replaced by one halogen. So it is haloalkyne. And this is haloarine. Basically, it is aromatic compound CH double bond CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH. Here one hydrogen is replaced by halogen. So this is haloarray. So this is first way or first type of classification. Now B, on the basis of number of halogen atoms, halogen derivatives are classified as mono, di, tri or polyhalogen compounds. So here in this example, one hydrogen is replaced by one halogen. One hydrogen here is replaced by one halogen. So they are called as monohalogen compounds. Here CH3 single bond CH3 ethane, and in this ethane from this carbon two hydrogens are replaced by two halogens, or here one hydrogen from this carbon and one hydrogen from this carbon replaced by two halogen atoms. In this benzene, hydrogen from this carbon and this carbon replaced by these two halogens. So they are called dihalogen compounds. Here in this propane, N-propane, from all these hydrogens, one hydrogens are, from all these carbons, one hydrogens are replaced by three halogen atoms. In this benzene, from this carbon, from second carbon, and from this fourth carbon, 1, 2, and this is third. From this all carbons, three hydrogens are replaced by three halogen atoms. So these are trihalogen compounds. So these are the two ways for classification. Now next, classification of monohalogen compounds. Monohalogen compounds are further classified on the basis of position of halogen atom and type of hybridization of carbon to which halogen atom is attached. Alkyl halides or haloalkanes. Monohalogen derivatives are called as alkyl halides, or they are also called as haloalkanes. In alkyl halides or haloalkanes, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which is a part of saturated carbon skeleton. Alkyl halides may be primary, secondary, tertiary, depending on the substitution state of carbon to which halogen is attached. Say RCH2X. Here halogen is attached to this carbon, which is directly bonded to another carbon of this alkyl group. So this is primary alkyl halide. Here halogen is attached to this carbon and which is directly bonded to another two carbons of two alkyl groups. So this is secondary alkyl halide. This halogen is bonded to this carbon, which is tertiary halide. Tertiary halide because this carbon is directly bonded to these three another carbons from three alkyl groups. Okay. And we know these all primary, secondary, and tertiary, these carbons are sp3 hybridized carbons. They are sp3 hybridized carbon. Next, allylic halides. In allylic halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond. See here, in this example, halogen is bonded to this carbon. This is sp3 hybridized carbon. sp3 hybridized carbon is that which has 4 bonds, 4 sigma bonds. So this first carbon bond, 2 carbon hydrogen bonds, and 1 carbon X bond, carbon halogen bond. So total 4 bonds. So this is sp3 hybridized carbon. Halogen is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon next to carbon-carbon double bond. So this carbon-carbon double bond is present and halogen is present to this carbon, which is sp3, and next to that of carbon-carbon double bond. In this example, this is carbon-carbon double bond, and its next carbon is this, which is sp3. On this sp3 carbon, halogen is present. Okay, so such alkyl halides, they are called as allyl halides. Benzylic halides. In benzylic halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, which is further bonded to an aromatic ring. See, this halogen, in this example, halogen is bonded to sp3 hybridized carbon, and this carbon is directly attached to aromatic ring. So this is benzylic halide. Such halide is benzylic halide. Let us check here. Halogen is bonded to this carbon, which is directly bonded to benzene ring. So look, this carbon only, to which halogen is attached. So such halides are called as benzylic halides. Okay, next, D, vinylic halides. In vinylic halides, halogen atom is bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon of aliphatic chain. Vinylic halide is haloalkene. That is, halogen is bonded to carbon-carbon double bond. Double bonded carbon, the halogen is attached, and such halides are called as vinylic halides. So in this carbon-carbon double bond, unsaturation is present. Carbon double bond carbon. So that carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. It is sp2 hybridized carbon. In this example, here carbon-carbon double bond, and to this carbon, double bonded carbon, that is sp2 hybridized carbon, halogen atom is directly bonded. So these are the examples of vinylic halides. Haloalkynes. When halogen atom is bonded to sp hybridized carbon, it is called haloalkyne. So carbon-carbon triple bond, to this triple bonded carbon, if halogen is present, this carbon is sp hybridized. So haloalkynes are the example in which halogen is attached to sp hybridized carbon. For carbon-carbon single bond, sp3 hybridized carbon, sp3 hybridized carbon, here also sp3 hybridized carbon, here also it is sp3 hybridized carbon, and here it is vinylic because it is sp2 hybridized carbon, and this is sp hybridized carbon. Next, aryl halides or haloarenes. In aryl halides, halogen atom is directly bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon of the aromatic ring. So here sp2 hybridized carbon of aliphatic chain, but here aryl halides, in case of aryl halides or haloarenes, the halogen is directly bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon of the aromatic ring. In aromatic ring, all carbons are sp2 hybridized because they are carbon-carbon double bond. So these all carbons are sp2 hybridized carbon. So halogen directly bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon of aromatic ring, they are called as aryl halides or haloarenes. This is toluene. Halogen is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. Okay. Now let us see the nomenclature. In this nomenclature, see the formula of compound CH2Cl2. Its common name is methylene chloride. Methylene chloride, and its IUPAC name is dichloromethane, because the parent alkane is of one carbon. So it is methane. It is methane, and in this methane, two hydrogen atoms are replaced by two chlorine atoms. So IUPAC name is dichloromethane. In this IUPAC names, alkyl halides are called as haloalkanes. They are called as haloalkanes. See, next example, CH3CH2Br, ethyl bromide. This is ethyl group. Ethyl group, ethyl bromide. In this common nomenclature system, first mention the name of alkyl group followed by the word halide. If chlorine, say chloride. If bromine, bromide. If it is iodine, then say iodide. Fluorine, fluoride, in such a way. Okay. Now see here, in IUPAC name, it is bromoethane. It is bromoethane because the parent alkane is ethane of two carbon atoms, second member of alkane family. Here CH3CHCl, CH3, isopropyl chloride. It is isopropyl chloride. Now while naming according to IUPAC system, select the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms, 1, 2, and this is 3 carbons, and halogen is present at this middle non-terminal carbon. So after selecting the longest continuous carbon chain, we have to number the selected chain to locate the halogen. So here halogen is present on this carbon, which is equidistant from both terminals. So first carbon, this is second carbon, and this is third carbon. Or if we go by this right side, first carbon, second carbon, and third carbon. So halogen or chlorine is present on the second carbon of propane. So indicate the locant of halogen 2-chloropropane. The IUPAC name is 2-chloropropane. CH3 twice, CH, CH2, Br. Now here, if we write the complete structure CH3 bond CH bond CH2 Br, and this another methyl group is also bonded to this carbon. Its common name is isobutyl bromide. While naming IUPAC according to IUPAC system, so number the selected chain 1, 2, and 3. 3 carbons are in continuous chain, and this fourth one is present as a branch. So just count the continuous carbon chain, and that chain is of 3 carbons. Number the selected chain from this end which is closer to halogen, first, second, and third carbon. So at second carbon there is one methyl group also, and at first carbon bromine is present. So the name is 1-bromo 2-methyl propane. 1-bromo 2-methyl propane. In this CH3 thrice CBr, the next example, CH3 thrice CBr. Now to this carbon, all its 3 hydrogens are replaced by 3 methyl group. So this is tertiary carbon. So tertiary butyl bromide. It is tertiary butyl bromide. It is the common name. But when we see the IUPAC name CH3, C, again one CH3 at the top or at the bottom, because all these 3 methyl groups are present. One methyl group at this side, one is here, and third is above. So the longest continuous chain is, suppose this one, means halogen is present at equidistance. So first, second, and third. On second carbon, bromine is present, and on second carbon, another methyl group is also present. So it is 2-bromo 2-methyl propane. Means at second carbon, bromine is also present, and one methyl group is also present of propane in propane. Okay. The next, CH3 thrice C CH2 Cl. So 1, 2, 3. Longest continuous carbon chain is of 3 carbons. Parent alkene is propane. And at this, if we number from this end, from this terminal, first carbon, second carbon, on second carbon there are 2 methyl groups. So it is 1-chloro 2,2-dimethyl propane. Now here a similar methyl group in this both examples, not in above example, but in this example, both methyl groups are present as side chain, as branch on this second carbon. So while naming, indicate their position 2, 2, and methyl group occur 2 times. So it is di, 2,2-dimethyl propane. Okay, this is example. Next example, CH2 double bond CHCl, vinyl chloride. It is common name, vinyl chloride. Now look here, it is ethene, carbon-carbon double bonded compound. So number the chain from this terminal which is closer to halogen, first, and this is second. So it is 1-chloroethene. 1-chloroethene. This example CH2 double bond CH CH2. Now this is propene. This is propene. Now in this propene, it is 3-bromopropane. So while naming this alkene, this is first carbon from which the double bond is started. First, second, and at third position, bromine is present. So 3-bromopropene. 3-bromopropene. So here this example is CH triple bond. Here this third bond is not uh, clearly shown. So CH triple bond C Cl. It is derived from ethine. So it is chloroethine. It is chloroethine. In this example, benzene ring CH2I, benzyl iodide. This is benzyl iodide, iodophenyl methane. Now it is derived from this methane. Now in this methane CH4, one hydrogen is replaced by one iodine, and second hydrogen is replaced by this phenyl ring or benzene ring. So its name is iodophenyl methane. Iodophenyl methane. This example, its common name is p-iodotoluene. At this para position, this is ortho, meta, and this is para. Sorry, this is toluene. Parent compound is toluene. In this toluene, from this first carbon, this position is ortho, meta, and para. At para position, iodine is present, so para iodotoluene. Or 1-iodo 4-methyl benzene. 1-iodo 4-methyl benzene. So functional group is present. That carbon is first carbon, first, second, third, and fourth. At fourth position there is methyl group. First position iodine. So 1-iodo 4-methyl benzene. Or IUPAC system has also accepted the IUPAC name as toluene. So this compound is toluene. This name is accepted by IUPAC. So in this toluene, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and this is fourth. 4-iodo-toluene. Next example, ClCl, metadichlorobenzene. Metadichlorobenzene. Or first, second, third, 1,3-dichlorobenzene. So in this way, alkyl halides are named by common system and IUPAC system. Now let us see preparation methods. Preparation methods of alkyl halides. And first method is by using alcohols. ROH. When hydroxyl group attached to alkyl group, then these are alcohols. And first method with hydrogen halides. When alcohols are treated with hydrogen halides, HX, with suitable reagent, suitable catalyst, corresponding alkyl halides are formed. Now here one general reaction is written. general reaction is written ROH plus HX. Here, any suitable condition. So that condition depends on primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol and on the nature of hydrogen halide. When alcohols are treated with HX, hydrogen halides, then corresponding alkyl halide formation take place plus H2O. Now here OH hydroxyl group is substituted by X halide. Now in these reactions, the order of reactivity of alcohols is tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary than primary. Tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohols than primary, because when here substitution take place, here formation of tertiary carbonium ion take place. This tertiary carbonium ions having planar geometry, but secondary and tertiary secondary and primary carbonium ions, they having tetrahedral geometry. So here tertiary alcohols are more stable than secondary and primary, so more reactive or reactivity order is in this way. Now chlorination for primary and secondary alcohols, it is also called as Gru's process. It is called as Gru's process. Alcohol ROH plus HCl in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. This is suitable reagent, catalyst or suitable condition. In presence of this catalyst, the reaction takes place. So it gives RCl, OH is replaced by chlorine, and we get alkyl chloride plus H2. Now here zinc chloride acts as Lewis acid. It coordinates with ROH by weakening this carbon oxygen bond, and it gives RCl, corresponding alkyl halide formation take place, and byproduct is water. For tertiary alcohols, the reaction takes in absence of zinc chloride. Why? Because tertiary alcohols are most reactive. We have seen here, they don't require the catalytic conditions. They do not require the catalyst. So in absence of ZnCl2, the reaction perform, and tertiary alkyl chloride is formed. So from this general reaction, you can write similar reaction for tertiary alcohols, chlorination of tertiary alcohols. Now bromination. For bromination, see the general reaction is alcohol ROH plus HBr, NaBr plus H2SO4. So HBr is unstable, so it is prepared in situ in reaction vessel when sodium bromide and sulfuric acid is taken. It produces HBr. This HBr reacts with this alcohol and corresponding alkyl bromide formation take place. So for bromination, the suitable condition is NaBr plus H2SO4 and heat it. Okay. Now iodination. ROH plus HI. This HI is obtained with NaI plus H3PO4. So they react and form HI. It gives OH is get substituted by iodine and we get Ri plus H2O. Now in preparation of alkyl iodide, phosphoric acid is used instead of H2SO4 because H2SO4 is strong oxidizing agent. It oxidizes Hi to give I2 to give iodine. Hence, mild acid H3PO4 is used to get desired product. This is reducing agent, and if we use H2SO4, it is strong oxidizing agent. So instead of getting alkyl iodide, we get again I2 iodine here. So to get our desired product alkyl iodide, instead of strong oxidizing agent H2SO4, we have used H3PO4 mild acid, and suitable, that is alkyl iodide product is obtained. Now here in this first method of preparation, so this is chlorination of alcohol, this is bromination of alcohol, and this is iodination of alcohol. For chlorination, Lucas reagent, that is anhydrous ZnCl2, is used. For bromination, sodium bromide and H2SO4 along with alcohol heated, and for iodination, alcohol treated with NaI and mild acid phosphoric acid H3PO4. Now here in this slide, the general reactions using general alcohols and general hydrogen halides is given. So by taking any suitable example, corresponding alkyl halide you can obtain. For example, methyl alcohol plus HCl, we get methyl chloride. Tertiary butyl alcohol plus HCl, we get tertiary butyl chloride in this way. Okay. So let us take the question: CH3OH plus HCl, anhydrous zinc chloride. This is chlorination. What is the answer? OH will be replaced by Cl. So it is CH3Cl plus H2O, methyl chloride. This example CH3CHOH, CH3, isopropyl alcohol plus HBr. This is secondary alcohol. NaBr plus H2SO4. It gives isopropyl bromide plus H2O. Now in this third example, iodoethane to be prepared. This is the product. So what should be the suitable reactant, suitable alcohol? So this is CH2, CH3, CH2OH plus HI in presence of this. This is iodination. Okay, let us stop here.